wasn't the vice president of the United States.
Passed a bill,
and I was not the vice president of the United States. You guys in the media, you guys in the MSNBC crack me up to sort of create a hypothetical situation to say, if you had been vice president, what would you have been doing? I'm telling you exactly what I've been doing, but you're saying, but that's not what Donald Trump was doing. This is a joke. Let's actually have a substantive conversation. Do you want to have a substantive conversation about what should have happened, or do you want to play a game of gotcha? Because you have the choice. The choice is yours.
According to this tweet he sent out, the media loves self-loathing Republicans who flog themselves. For January 6, I won and I have pledged to pardon all peaceful protesters that day. The truth is, we miss an opportunity for unity when it concerns election integrity, and the peaceful transition of power came to a head, but we can still get this right and move our nation forward, make election day a national holiday, single day voting, paper ballot, government issue voter ID march to the voter file. I will lead us to get there and pledge to lead all Americans forward beyond concerns about election integrity. After that, this is achievable.
For example, you said on Meet the Press the other week that if you had been in Mike Pence's place on January the 6th, you would have insisted on first passing a bill that night to bring in single-day voting on Election Day with paper ballots.
That's inaccurate.
Government-issued
I never said
ID.
that night. I never said that night.
You what you would have done on January the 6th, and you said I would have done this. And
I said what I would have done differently is that I was precise about the period between, and this is still ambitious, I will admit, but at least let's get my view correct. It is ambitious. Between November 4th and January 6th.
Play the clip. Guys, do we have the clip?
I've said this in countless forums.
Let's have a listen to the clip.
On your Chuck Todd spliced script, in all of my written statements and everything I've said,
hold on, we're playing the clip right now.
In that period, between the election.
Here's what I would have said. We need single-day voting on Election Day. We need paper ballots, and we need government-issued ID matching the voter file. And if we achieve that, then we have achieved victory, and we should not have any further complaint about election integrity.
So what would
I would
you
have
have
driven
done
it through the Senate?
So what would you have done with Mike Pence? You would have not certified the election?
So in my capacity as president of the Senate, I would have led through that level of reform. Then on that condition, certified the election results, served it up to the president, President Trump, then to sign that into law. And on January 7th, declared the re-election campaign pursuant to a free and fair election.
Vivek, not only do you not mention anything about November, but let's say you did do November. That joint session was not a legislative session. The vice president doesn't have the power to introduce legislation. Neither party would have backed such a bill.
Oh, come on,
and it couldn't have been passed in a day.
The fact of the matter is,
naive stuff.
The president, the president and vice president absolutely drive legislation through Congress. That is exactly how things work.
But Trump wasn't doing legislation.
Now,
he was busy pushing the big lie, as you pointed out yourself in your books.
Well,
so he wasn't
and
there.
I wasn't
Mike
the vice president of the United States.
Passed a bill, but
I was not the vice president of the United States.
Mike Pence,
you guys in the media, you guys in the MSNBC crack me up to sort of create a hypothetical situation to say, if you had been vice president, what would you have been doing? I'm telling you exactly what I've been doing, but you're saying, but that's not what Donald Trump was doing. This is a joke. Let's actually have a substantive conversation. Do you want to have a substantive conversation about what should have happened, or do you want to play a game of gotcha? Because you have the choice. The choice is yours. Do you actually want to have a substantive conversation? If you do, I'm down to do it. Do you want a substantive conversation? What we need.
You said substantive 4 times.
Actually, if you want to get a word in, you know, if you're going to speak the truth and ask a legitimate question, have at it.
I think it is a legitimate question. Multiple people wondered about your knowledge of how Congress works, suggesting Mike Pence, by the way, on the debate stage asked you if you would have supported what he did. It's not an MSNBC question. It's a Republican vice president question.
Yes.
So fine, you don't want to answer
it. And what I'm saying is it was a missed opportunity for heroism, not in one day, but I think that in a period of 2 months. And I think you're a smart guy.
It couldn't have been done in a lame duck Congress.
There's an American
Vivek. You're
confidence.
A smart guy. You know it couldn't have been done in 2 months.
I think under extraordinary circumstances, in extraordinary times, we have an American Confidence in Elections Act. It's literally making its way through Congress now. ACE. I support it. I think if we had gotten that done during that window, further we said single-day voting on Election Day as a national holiday.
And Mitch McConnell wouldn't have agreed to a national holiday.
I think Democrats should agree to it.
We can argue forever. We can argue forever.
I think Democrats should agree to it.
That's a different
argument.
What I stand for.
I think we're still going to get that done when I'm the president.
This is the highest exchange I've seen when debate is concerned. Vivek finally snapped this MSNBC host. He has been taken on Vivid for some time and I've been observing. They recently had this interview and you can see clearly from the beginning of this video how it went on. I have seen how the mainstream media is going off on Vivid. It's because they have realized he is tough. He's having the most difficult questions I've seen amongst all the candidates, and he tackles them just like nothing. You know the kind of questions they like to pose to Vivid. If you were Mike Pence, what would you have done? It is actually like a small trap they are putting him in, but Vivid being so smart, he tracked them down. If you are continuing to entertain this liberal host, then expect things like this. Vivid has appeared on CNN, MSNBC, in fact, all the mainstream media you can think of. And the kind of exchange, the kind of difficult questions, he will tackle them. A lot of people tell me, are you supporting Vivid or Trump? I've made my stand clear. I will support Trump. That is all. Vivid is a strong candidate. Vivid is a strong candidate. He has his own weaknesses. I don't want to go like I see on daily basis. Some says George Soros, say call names. That is not my concern. When you are a public figure, people will start digging to bring out your past, like we saw with Trump. They will start sending your enemies to come and attack you. Even your ex-lovers, they will start sending it behind you, creating fake stories about you. So it's normal, to have people coming out to talk against you when you are a public figure. Vivid was there. I've never heard of him. I never even knew somebody exists like Vivid. Just within the space of 7 months, it has never been easy, tackling all this on daily basis. On Twitter, they will fire at him. On TV, they will fire at him. And he has been strong till they. Tell me, all the Republican candidates you are seeing there, apart from Trump, if any person can actually withstand this kind of questions, some will fumble up. But he always snaps, which is something I like. He's for always been there supporting me, sharing out my videos. If you notice, I put out 3 videos here per day. If you don't get notifications, always check to see my latest update. I've been putting out videos pertaining to the Hawaii and some videos. Burning Man. That is how we continue updating on some of these issues, going into real politics, like videos like this. Sometimes you will see on this platform. My only pledge is for you to be sharing these videos. It helps the YouTube algorithm, boosting it and bringing in new subscribers.
Not just under Donald Trump, but under you, people are worried about authoritarianism. You have preemptively promised to pardon Trump no matter what juries of his peers decide, as well as today extending those pardons to January 6 rioters. You've dismissed white supremacists as boogeymen and unicorns. You want to fire at least half the federal government workforce. That's over 1 million people. You want to remove the right to vote from 18 to 25-year-olds. That's over 30 million people. You want to get rid of birthright citizenship. In fact, you refer to voting and citizenship as